So you tried diet after diet with little or no success? And if you did lose the weight, you failed to keep it off? You are not alone, and neither are the millions of people who suffer from obesity. We're now going to introduce you to a treatment that will not only solve your weight loss problems, but will do so using an all-natural product called Releana. Sounds too good to be true? Don't worry, your skepticism is to be expected. After all, most people suffering from obesity see significant weight loss as a hopeless prospect without extreme, expensive, or sometimes dangerous procedures such as gastric bypass surgery. Since its discovery in the 1950s by Dr. A.T.W. Simmons, there is hope for reaching a normal weight without starving yourself or resorting to risky surgical procedures. This treatment is a revolutionary clinical approach to the treatment of obesity, and here's the best part: it's easy and weight loss is essentially guaranteed. This treatment, also referred to as the HCG diet, and is based on obesity as a bodily disorder, and like any eating disorder must be understood before it can be properly treated. Dr. Simmons discovered that there are 3 types of fat: 1. Structural fat, 2. Normal fat, and 3. Abnormal fat. Structural fat is the fat tissue that encompasses your internal organs, cushions the bottom of your feet, etc. It is crucial to one's health. Normal fat is the fat tissue stored for energy and used up when dietary calories from food are not available in the system. Abnormal fat is the fat tissue that is unattractive and never seems to go away, no matter how much diet and exercise one performs. This is true for people suffering from the disease obesity, whether one is extreme obese or simply overweight. Obesity is a disease identified by Dr. Simmons with specific symptoms and is caused by an imbalance in the metabolism. If one has developed abnormal fat stores, traditional thinking holds that all one has to do is diet and exercise to get rid of these extra, unattractive fats. Those who have tried and failed will tell you that diet and exercise does not work for them. For a normal, healthy person with a normal, healthy metabolism, the excess fat stored in the body is able to be metabolized through diet and exercise. When one's metabolism is off balance, this abnormal fat is not able to be metabolized by the body and it never goes away. Therefore, diet and exercise, no matter the volume or intensity, is not able to correct the fundamental imbalance, and the abnormal fat stays put. The body burns the structural fat needed to keep the body healthy. The issue with eating too few calories, like on a low-calorie diet, or burning too many calories through long bouts of exercise, is that the tissue the body sheds is not the abnormal fat the person's trying to lose. Joints start aching and the bottoms of the feet start hurting. The structural fat is being burned instead of the abnormal fat. Releana in very low doses helps the metabolism of this abnormal fat that's been proved effective 100% of the time. Releana helps stores of fat to be utilized efficiently. It appears to work wonders on these abnormal fat stores, literally melting away up to 1 pound per day. For the abnormal fat to be burned off, one must adhere to a very low-calorie diet during the Releana diet protocol. Otherwise, extra calories being eaten are converted back into fat and no net loss of body fat takes place. Those who have done the Releana diet have discovered that as the abnormal fat is being used by the body for fuel, these calories that enter the bloodstream from the burn fat prevent the dieter from feeling hungry. Since a pound of fat has 3,500 dietary calories and one burns 0.4 to 2 pounds of this abnormal fat per day, an extra 1,400 to 7,000 calories entering the body as abnormal fat is being burned for fuel. There's been zero evidence that the small doses of Releana taken while on the Releana diet protocol is dangerous or even risky, except in cases of specific pre-existing hormonal imbalances. It is therefore recommended that the Releana treatment is only to be carried out after first seeking the approval of your doctor. If you have tried and failed with more conventional approaches to weight loss, maybe it's time to consider the Releana diet as an alternative, especially if you have symptoms of obesity.